You guys, Aaron here. Time to talk about Warzone Mobile Season 2 Reloaded. The final major update before the global launch of Warzone Mobile is here, which is about 2 weeks away now, which is pretty crazy to think about. I'm sure, of course, there's going to be some small updates between now and then, but this is the last major one. So I figured I'd go over the patch notes as well as talk about my personal experience with the update, performance-wise, how's the game running for me. So going over the patch notes first, they talk about slide canceling. They say slide canceling from Modern Warfare 3 arrives in Warzone Mobile. Your slide will be interrupted if any of the following actions are taken during sliding: crouching, going prone, standing, jumping, sprinting, tack sprinting, and weapon mounting. Then they go on to talk about camo challenges. They say retooled camo challenges for mobile. Certain camo challenges have now been adapted to better suit mobile gameplay. For instance, instead of tracking tack stance kills, which is what it would be on PC and console, the challenge would include long shot kills instead for mobile. It says these changes do not impact your cross progression. So, two nice changes there, I think. Of course, slide canceling was kind of already in the last update, I think, but now they've like fully implemented it into the game. And then the retooled camo challenge is nice for mobile because obviously they can't be the exact same as what it is on PC and console because of certain different like gameplay limitations and whatever. So two good changes there. Now, to go over some quality of life stuff, they say they've improved the download speeds, which honestly I don't know because I'm playing using a VPN. So I mean, I guess it was kind of faster when I was downloading, but I mean, I have to see how that is with the global launch. They say they've also improved the controller experience. So they say when using a controller, the UI will scale and change to hide touchscreen relevant buttons and icons to create a more controller-oriented experience, much akin to Warzone on console and PC. So I haven't personally tested this out yet, but I imagine they just like hide a lot of the UI and stuff, so it looks more clean when they're using a controller, which I think is great. They say they've updated the graphic settings, which I'll talk more about later in better detail. And then they also mentioned that they've improved performance and responsiveness on iPhone 15 Pro. So I don't know. If you play an iPhone 15 Pro, let me know how's the game running for you now. They say they've improved performance and responsiveness. And then they also talk about various bug fixes, which I'm not going to go over all of them, but they specifically mention fixing various performance issues across iOS and Android, which is great. So let me know in the comments if you're playing the game right now and you're able to play it. How's performance for you? Now I want to go over the graphic settings. So for visual quality, they actually added a bunch of new settings. They've added a minimum, a low, a mid, a high, and a peak. So for me, peak is locked off because I'm not playing on a super high-end device. I imagine that's like mainly for like iPad Pros and whatever. But minimum and low is actually locked off for me as well too, which is kind of strange. I can only choose between mid and high, which I'm sure like minimum and low will get unlocked with the global launch or maybe like in a small update before then. But it's kind of strange that they locked those off, so hopefully they get unlocked pretty soon here. And then for the frame rate, they've added 30, 45, 60, and uncapped. So uncapped maybe it goes up to 120 FPS. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I do imagine if your device can support 120 FPS, you'll be able to play with 120 FPS, which is pretty cool. I'm playing on iPad Air 4, so 60 FPS is my cap. So I mean the uncapped option is kind of useless for me, but pretty cool for those people that can play 120 FPS. And I also like that they added 45, which is nice. I know some games will just go 30, 60. Now sadly, field of view is still stuck at 90, which kind of sucks. Hopefully that increases with the global launch or shortly after, but we'll have to wait and see on that. But that's pretty much for the Warzone Mobile Season 2 Reloaded update, last major update before the global launch. Again, it's probably be like a bunch of small fixes, small updates before then, but I don't imagine we're gonna get another major update like this until like maybe with the global launch or shortly after. We'll have to wait and see. Now I want to quickly talk about my experience with the game playing on an iPad Air 4 after the update. Honestly, before the update, the game was running pretty fine. I think we all know iPads run the game the best, and for me, even not playing on an iPad Pro, playing on an Air 4, which isn't the most high-end iPad, game still runs pretty good, smooth frames. But I did notice, I think after the update, especially playing on the high graphics settings, that the game does look a lot better than it did. Well, not a lot better, but definitely noticeable. I think the textures are definitely higher quality, which is nice. So for me, the game's been running great. I know that's not the case for everyone. So again, let me know in the comments, how is the game running for you if you are playing the limited release version. I think the only issue I have with the game right now is the battery drain. It's not as bad as it once was, but you can still definitely tell the game eats your battery up, especially when playing on the high settings, which obviously I know I can lower the graphics and whatever, but still, I still want to play on the highest possible graphics, obviously, but the game definitely eats at your battery a lot, so hopefully they can work on that a bit. But yeah, again, overall, games are running pretty good for me, can't complain too much. But again, I know it's not the case for everyone. So again, let me know in the comments, how's the game running for you. But anyways, that's pretty much it for the Season 2 Reloaded update. What do you guys think? Thanks for watching. Peace.